Welcome to another session of our course. So now we are going to learn how to install WordPress on our server, because it's very important we understand how to host or install WordPress on our server before we can start making websites with it. So how do we do that? We first go to our download. Okay, we need to extract WordPress because it's a folder. So I'll go to extract here. So that's extracted already. Then next thing we do is we open it. Where is my extracted file? Okay, this is it. So what we'll do is we'll come here, these extracted files, we'll highlight it, Ctrl A or Command A, Command C or Ctrl C if you're using Windows, copy it, we'll go to local disk, look for XAMPP. You cannot have this XAMPP here if you've not installed the XAMPP server. So I'll open XAMPP, I'll look for htdocs. Yours will most likely not be this much if you don't have other appropriate using XAMPP for. I have a lot of things I've been using XAMPP for PHP related projects. So what I'll do is I'll open a folder here, I'll click on folder and I will name it demo because now I want to just learn installation. I will enter, press enter, I'll open demo, then I'll paste those files I copied. So let's wait for it to paste completely. Okay, so now every of our files have successfully copied to this folder. Next thing now is to edit it. So I'll look for wp-config-sample. Again, we're using this method. I want you to note we're using this method because we're not using online server. So install WordPress on an online server is a different scenario entirely. But this one is assuming that you don't have an online server yet, or you want to just first test out offline. That's what is requiring us to use this method. Installing to an online server is a different method compared to this. You don't have to go do all this if you are using online server. So I'll click on wp-config-sample. I'll right click, go to rename, because I want to be able to work with it. I'll remove this sample and I remove that dash. Then I'll leave it as wp-config. It is .php, but it's not showing here. On your own machine, if it is showing .php, make sure you don't remove that .php. Just remove that sample and the hyphen before the sample. Then we have wp-config. Good. So next thing we need to do is we need to right click this file and open with any text editor. So you need a text editor, or if it is just Notepad on your system that you have, you can use that to so edit. I'm going to use Notepad++, edit Notepad++. So I'll go to database name. In database name, I'll use name that I want to use on my database, but we still need to connect it to our database. So yeah, let's just use demo1. I'll use demo1. In the user here, I will change it to root, ROOT. Then this password, I will remove it because we're using the offline server, so we're not adding password. Just leave it empty. Don't put space like this, no, it means something else. Just leave it like this and Ctrl S to save. But you can go to file and you'll see save there. So that you Ctrl S, or you go to file and save. So we are done here. Again, I will change the database name. I didn't remove anything in terms of the code you are seeing there. Let's have demo1 there. Database user root, and my password, I left it empty. Okay, so now I'll close my editor. Close this. Now to be able to test our site, we need to put our server on. So I'll come here and search for XAMPP. Use our server. I'll click on it. Okay, we have this. Mine is active already. But if yours will most likely be like this, all you have to do is put on the first one, which is Apache. So let it start showing stop. If it's showing stop, it means it is active already. Then I put on the second one, which is MySQL, because Apache is what makes the PHP to run, and MySQL is for the database, because WordPress is using PHP and MySQL as database to store every data on your website. So I'll minimize that. I'll close this. Okay, so now what I need to type now is localhost, because it's a local server, /phpMyAdmin, so that we can be able to configure our database. Okay, we have this. Then I'll click on new by left hand side. Yeah, new. Remember the name we gave it in when we were editing that file. It's the same name was right here, so you must remember it and make sure that if it is capital letter there, you write capital letter here. If it's small letter here, there, you write small letter here. So I come to database name. I use demo1. We have demo1 like this, and click on create. Click on create. So now our database has been created. What we need to do next now is, let's open a new tab. Now let's run our site. Our site is that folder we created. So treat like the name of your website is demo. So if it's online, www.demo.com or .com.ng or .ng. So now that it's offline, we don't need to use www, and we're not using .com, we're not using .ng or anything. We just come there and type localhost /demo. Then we have this. So we wait for it to load. So we have this now. So it means our settings was successful and correct. That's why it brought us to this place. So you click on English United States. Let's scroll down by the left here and click on continue. The site title is asking about what your site is about. For now, I'll just say blog. Username, I use MattTechies. Password, you can use a simple password for now, since it's an offline work. If you are working online, something you want to host online, you have to use a strong password. So yeah, I'll just use 1, 2, 3, 4. Or let me just use MattTechies 1, 2, 3. MattTechies 1, 2, 3. Then tell it you should confirm the use of weak password. It's trying to be sure to confirm that we are sure about the password we are putting. So I'll use MattTechiesAcademy@gmail.com. Then I'll click on install WordPress and wait for some minutes to install it. Okay, so we've successfully installed it. Then showing me that brought into this section that my username is MattTechies and my password. So now all we need to do next is login. I can just click on login, but I will not use that because in case you want to reopen it another time, how will you do that? All you have to use localhost / the name of that folder, which is like the name of your site, /demo /wp-admin. Localhost /demo /wp-admin. So I'll press enter, then it will load. Then this is our interface to log in. So I'll click on environment and log in. And to log me in. And here we are. We've installed our WordPress website. If you want to see the front end, just come and say localhost /demo. So this is our website. See, it has no shape and no form because we've not done much. We just installed it. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.